Here we begin our discussion of rational expressions. In this case, we are looking at what a rational expression is. And if you remember, rational expressions have to do with fractions. And a rational expression deals specifically with when we have a polynomial on the top and a polynomial on the bottom of the fraction, with that polynomial on the bottom never equaling 0. There are three basic steps to reducing and dealing with rational expressions, and they are to factor, cancel, and restrict. We're going to factor both the top and the bottom. In this case, the factor up top that we can pull out is a 2, leaving us with x minus 5. The factor we can pull out on the bottom is a 3, also leaving us with x minus 5. Because they have an x minus 5 in common, both have that as a common factor, we can cancel those, leaving us with a reduced expression of 2/3. Now do notice we have to make sure that this never ever becomes 0. So we set this to not equal 0. I'm going to add 15 to both sides, leaving me with 3x can equal 15, or x cannot equal 5. Any other x value will still make this a true statement, but x cannot equal 5. If we have something a little more complicated, we still have to factor the top and the bottom. We're going to use the AC method to factor. If you need help with that, there are videos posted for that. But in this case, the top is going to factor into x minus 4 and x plus 1. The bottom is a difference of squares, one of our special patterns, leaving us with x minus 4, x plus 4. Again, notice in both cases we have an x minus 4. We can reduce that, leaving us with x plus 1 over x plus 4. However, we have to go back to prior to canceling to make sure that neither one of these terms ever equals 0, leaving us with that x cannot be 4 and x cannot be negative 4. This last one I want to look at, notice they look similar, but things are out of order. This is a common pattern that you should look for. And what can happen is if I factor out a -1 from the bottom, notice then I can divide both of these terms by a -1, leaving me with -10 plus y, which I can then rewrite y minus 10 over -1 times y minus 10. And now these terms do cancel, and I end up with 1 over -1, or simply a -1.